I'm not sure about you guys, but whenever I hear the words study and the word group together, it means we are supposed to be gathering around and studying. You didn't know that now, did you?
Hi, I'm Melon. I'm here to put you all on some peak fiction. The manhwa we're going to be talking about today is called Study Group.
The story follows Gamin, a high school student who is, in one word, simple minded. His dream is just to get into college through studying. Yes, that's his dream. Not to become a doctor, a lawyer, or anything like that. Just to get into college. Who has to be Asian. Anyway, to make it into college is like, mid difficulty. A mid difficulty goal for the average person. Yeah, well, Gamin is not the average person. He is physically incapable of getting smarter through studying. Like, I don't want to say he's a dumbass. He just sucks at studying. So, in his infinite wisdom, he decides to attend Yusong Technical High so that he can get into college through the technical course. That's not a bad idea for somebody that was about to call a dumbass. Except that the school is basically a breeding ground for the disgusting underbelly of society. It's only in that school that everybody's future aspiration is to be a thug. Why do you want to be the father that Batman beats on a steady? Anyway, one day amidst the chaos of all the fighting and bullshit in class, he comes across an actual student, somebody that's doing what they came to school to do, actually studying. His name is Senyu Kim. I probably butchered that, forgive me. You know how Goku walks up to someone and is like,
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Gamin basically does that, except Gamin asks Seiyun to help him study, to join a. Seiyun refuses because he doesn't believe that anyone in that shithole of your school would ever study. And truth be told, me, I would have done the same thing. No, if I had a goal in mind, a future ambition, I assure you that I'm not trusting anyone in that school. So he basically refuses to join Gamin. Sometime later, Gamin sees Seiyun getting jumped by some bullies at the back of the school. So he basically uses the nearby fire extinguisher like a smoke grenade, taps Seiyun and dips, but they're eventually caught by a bully. So the guy does his generic bully speech, those Disney ass bully speech, and well, Gamin doesn't really care. He was talking to Seiyun, asking him to join his. Anyway, the bomb ass bully tried to punch Gamin, but got hit with. And then Gamin caught his fist and hit him with the Saitama special, basically one-shotting the guy. Now Seiyun is shook because to him, Gamin is, generic Bakan character number 77543. He doesn't really do anything in class except for pay his attention. He's like a quiet guy in class. So to see the quiet kid just basically one-shot somebody, there's a problem there. Sometime later in class, Seiyun hands Gamin his study guide, and Gamin is geeked out. He's thinking he could finally pass a test. Since you know how when people study, they write some stuff down. Yeah, so that study guide is like Seiyun's combination of all the stuff he has written down over a long period of time. So Gamin, his thought process was that what he writes down can't help him to pass. Then maybe what somebody else writes down will help him to pass. So Gamin is geeked as hell. Then, well, that bum ass bully from earlier chucks a chair at him for no reason and starts talking some bullshit. People leave the class because a fight's about to break out. And then the bully, he picks up Seiyun's study guide and burns it while Gamin is still down. As on fire, Gamin tries to see what he can salvage while the bully is hitting him. Gamin doesn't really care, even though he's bleeding. He's trying to salvage what's left of the study guide, but eventually his school bag catches fire too. Now Gamin is pissed because again, he is not like them. He might be surprisingly good at fighting, but he's not like them. All he wants to do is make it to college. So when they were burning his last hope of passing this test, bro locked in. So see, the bully chucked the bag at Gamin, right? And then Gamin did one of the most devious techniques I have ever seen in manhwa history. In fact, I might go as far as to say in fiction, because for all intents and purposes, Gamin is a normal guy. He's a normal high schooler. So the guy picks up the flaming bag and throws at Gamin, right? And then Gamin uses his foot to catch the flaming bag by the handle and flaming roundhouse kicks on some Sanji timing and whoops the bully into oblivion. That's pretty much the starting point for the story, and from here on, it's basically just Luffy gathering a crew of random people to join his study group. Let's say Luffy and then Gamin to join his study group, essentially making it a gang. People canonically think that there's a gang in the school named the study group. If you've read other manual of this genre, you would think that it's just basic high school bully get strong slop kind of, right? But think of this as the shonen of high school manhwa. Gamin is a positive dumbass who has one goal in mind and gathers friends and helps people on the way to make his goal a reality. All in all, I would say this is an easy 8 out of 10 manhwa. 100% recommend. Peak.